Now we need to see what is inheritance. Now we have seen what is class, what is encapsulation. This is what encapsulation, hiding the variable from outsider. Now how to change this? We have seen get secret room info. Likewise, we can move or set secret room information as well. Set. There is no compulsion like the function name should be starting with get or set for your information. And I am self. Okay. Now I am entering self dot secret room equal to moved to secondary bedroom, moved beside secondary bedroom. Okay, now we can test this by get this and just my dream house dot set secret room information. First it will be beside master bedroom. After that we are changing the private variable, then we are checking the information again. Okay, now it printed the plan 1 2 3. Okay, beside master bedroom. After that this function got called, so it could have updated. Now it's again asking password. You can see what happened here. Sorry, this will this is like a, it will be checking the values. Instead we need to assign this to the private. Okay, now it printed. I am asking 1 2 3. Okay, it changed. Now let's see. You can see moved beside secondary bedroom. Okay, so these private variables you can't access directly, but you can access through utility methods like set or get methods. Okay, whatever you have declared using self keyword, this is called method attributes. There is one more thing, class attributes. Here I am saying total buildings built equal to 0. Okay, now you can see total buildings built using this design is 0 as of now. When you create one new building, your constructor will be called, right? At that time, whenever you build a new building, we will be incrementing this by 1. But if you want to access this class variable, you need to call this with the class name. So class name building dot total buildings built plus equal to 1. Okay, here we have built 2 buildings. Now let's see how the count is. You can see 1 and 2. Now we have total 2 buildings constructed using this object and 2 got removed. So when you change a class variable, this will be reflecting across objects which has been created using this class. Okay, so that point you need to keep in mind. But when you change this method variables or instance variables, it will reflect only in that particular object or instance. Okay, this is the main difference between these two, class variables and instance variable. Okay, now we have seen most of the basic concepts of OOPS. Now we are going to see inheritance. What is inheritance? We can inherit from the existing design and we can prepare our new design. Okay, I'm going to declare one more class, my farmhouse. Okay, this farmhouse, it's going to extend the same functionality as building. So I am saying building here. You can see. So all the options in building will be available in farmhouse. If we want to implement any additional functionalities, we can do that as well. So let's define init for this farmhouse. Here I am going to call one super method. Nothing but this super, when you mention super in inherited class, this super will refer this building inherited class. Now let's create one object for this inherited class. Let's say Farmhouse object equal to Farmhouse. Let's try to print the available attributes and method from this Farmhouse object here. So I'm going to comment all this thing out. So now we have two classes. One is parent class, which is our building, and the other one is our Farmhouse class, which extends or inherits building. Now we have two init methods here. This init is the constructor for Farmhouse. In that constructor, I am calling the constructor of building as well. So let's run this. You can see get secrets room information, bedrooms, wall thickness, and everything from this building class. Okay, now I have inherited, and I am going to define few more. Let's say one motor room, something like that. Here self, I am just initiating motor room, or I am just returning this motor room, and I am going to declare this inside our init. Self.motorroom is equal to 4 by 4 just. And let's see now what are the available methods here. Okay, let's see, run. Now you can see motor room here. So this variable also available. Now let's try to see what is overriding. So now I have created my farmhouse, but here I have show plan. If I call show plan, this needs to be printed. After that, I need to add my motor room as well. Okay, so let's customize that. Let's override show plan self. Okay, now I am getting building output like super dot show plan. So this will give me the existing configuration. So let's return this only now. I'm going to print my farmhouse dot show plan. So I am commenting this dir. Let's run. You can see this has come. Now I need to add one more from this, because I have one more motor room also here. So what I'm going to do is building output plus or equal to here we can specify this as a list, so we can get the count. Okay, now I'm going to specify f string length of self dot motor room, and I'm saying motor rooms with yes. So you can return this building output now. Just run. See, you can see motor rooms as well. So how we have done, we have inherited from main building and we have used the same functionality here. In addition to that, we have used our custom functions as well, custom attributes as well for this particular object. This motor room will not be available in building, but it will be available in farmhouse. Okay, here I have called a show plan, but I have two show plan. Here also my buildings show plan method is here, but here farmhouse show plan is here. So when you call this, first it look for the show plan method in farmhouse class. If it doesn't exist, it will go for here and it will check. Now let's simply change this to 1. So let's run this. Now you can see only my buildings show plan output is here. So what happened? It looked for show plan in this class. It doesn't exist. So it looked here show plan. So we got. See, if we don't have there also, then we'll get an error. So let's try this. So we are getting error. Farmhouse object has no attribute. Show plan 2. Okay. Now let's try to call one more method, farmhouse weather. Now you need to think, okay, how it's possible to now you need to think, is it possible to get the secret room information from farmhouse? Okay, I'm going to run this. Okay, it's asking me password 123. Okay, I'm giving. Now it returned me beside master bedroom, because since we have inherited, this farmhouse will have all these methods and attributes as well. So it printed the secret room information. So like this, we can modularize our code by differentiating our activities. Like it can be one file related activities, it can be one memory related, network related. Like that, you can prepare a separate class for that kind of objects, and you can do the relative activities in a modularized way. And we have two more concepts, static method and class method. So I leave that for your task, or you can assume assignment for this particular session. You explore that and you come up with doubts, so I can clarify you in comment section. So we need to search whatever we are teaching here or we are sharing here is not enough. You need to learn yourself also. You need to read a lot. You need to explore yourself further from what we are sharing here. So take this as an opportunity to learn what is static method and what's class method. Okay, if I want, I can explain you here itself, but I don't want to spoon feed with all the information. So you search for it, and if you have doubts, and come back to us, we'll clarify you. Okay, that's it for object-oriented programming in Python. So you can practice this more and more, then you will come with a lot of doubts. You can post that in our comments as well, or you can Google it as well.